We're about to be here. This is Project Soul Society. You know, my name is Mr. Jinx. And we're about to go over here and interview the world-renowned, world-famous Chris Willis. Chris Willis, do you hear me? Chris Willis. For all those Chris Willis, who's Chris Willis? Chris Willis is the man that sang on Love Is Gone. You know Love Is Gone?
What are we supposed to do after all that we've been through? When everything that felt so bright is home, my darling. Now that the love is gone.
Chris Willis, originally a gospel singer from Dayton, Ohio, now a global celebrity singer, songwriter, and producer who's collaborated with the likes of David Guetta, CeCe Winans, Kelly Clarkson, Desmond Child, and many more. He got an early start in-house with his mother teaching him how to play the piano at age 10, and father, who was also a singer, introduced him to gospel and R&B. His first deal was with Warner Brothers as a gospel artist, and through what he calls only luck, was later turned on to R&B and the club scene that has taken him abroad and bombarded us with hits like Love Is Gone, Louder, Getting Over You, and too many others to name. Now with his new label Veneer Records, the possibilities for further success are endless. Guetta calls Willis the best singer on the planet. Fergie declares he has the voice of heaven. And Akon says he has the voice that punches through the party and gets everyone's attention. So without further ado, let's get on with this interview with the world famous celebrity and the man who brings the soul to clubs. Chris Willis.
We're about to go up here in the Dream Hotel. Ready? We go in here. Is there anything in particular you want the fans to know about you? Like in particular, besides the passion that this man has behind the music and you know,
you mean little known unknown facts about Chris Willis? You know, I think there's a lot of really good information online, but I always love, you know, sending a message in all the interviews to everybody listening out there to believe in your dreams. I think sometimes we get so focused on, you know, trying to make everybody else happy, make your parents happy, and make the church happy, and make the establishment happy. And sometimes you lose your internal vision, your internal dream, that thing you've always wanted to do, and that thing you've always wanted to be. And I think that, for me, has been what has kept my hope and my creativity alive, is really kind of being true to that inner voice and following that path. So believe in your dreams. But little about me, I mean, I'm like I said, I love the camera. I love seeing. I love to cook. I love to eat. So I love to cook. And so I've always been really, really active. I love being outdoors. And I moved out to the country just outside of Atlanta, and people are always surprised. Wow, I would have never expected you to be driving a truck and mowing the lawn. I mean, I really love being close to the earth and getting my hands dirty. Right. So there's that duality that exists in me, where I really love being polished and the performance and, you know, having control of the stage. But then when the lights are off and it's all quiet, I love being quiet and still and being close to the earth and to nature. So.
A lot of things people don't know. Everybody's not always always as energetic all the time. You gotta, you know, gotta have some type of duality to it.
Gotta wind down, gotta recharge.
Yeah, and I like that, you know, being earth, you know, getting close to the earth. That's also a part of what we are with Project Soul Society. We want to get people back to the basics. You know, we have all this technology and the technology, you know, but we also want to utilize it without, you know, without always getting away from the basics.
Right.
You know?
That's a great philosophy.
And is there a question that some people don't ask you that you would like to be asked?
You know, I have to say, all the interviews I've done, all the interviewers are pretty spot on. They pretty much cover everything. Okay. So,
good stuff, guys. Good stuff.
That would be a question for you.
All right. Well, yeah. I don't know. Well, here we go. You talked about cooking.
Oh, okay.
Is there a particular dish you like?
You know, I'm really in a very exploratory phase with cooking. I mean, I really love food, and I love eating in restaurants, and you get that feeling of being served, but to actually be able to taste a bite of food and be like, wow, what is that made? What is the seasoning that goes into that? I've really been exploring cooking beans, something really simple as black beans or lentils. It's a great source of protein, and I love eating meat, but there's another side of me that really loves to kind of go vegetarian sometimes.
Right.
So I'm kind of exploring that. But in the summertime, it's all about grilling. I love grilling meat, grilling steaks, grilling chicken. One of my favorite dishes to make is chicken cordon bleu, and you can make it with ham, but you can also make it with turkey ham, which is cool if you're not into the pork. So
I didn't think about that. Okay.
But yeah, so I just anything I think that I want to eat, I want to make. And there's so many incredible recipes online you can just find.
Right.
Sweet potato pie. I wanted to make sweet potato pie. My brother every Christmas gets the medal for making the best sweet potato pie. I'm like, I'm gonna make sweet potato pie. So I was really intimidated by this dish, and when you finally mix the batter and everything, it doesn't look like a pie. When you bake it, all the ingredients congeal.
It's just meshed together.
It turns out really beautiful. But, yeah.
So you get it here. He's actually a real chef. He wasn't just talking about it.
I'm a real chef. Just I love cooking.
Hey, you're an apprentice, chef apprentice. But
cooking is an art. I mean, if you grow up in the black community, you understand what peach cobbler is. You understand what macaroni and cheese soul food is. Just a really big deal. So to be able to cook is like really a thing. It gets a lot of respect.
Right.
So you have a lot of control. I think the hand that rules the kitchen is the hand that rules the world.
Right. See?
Because you got to eat.
Right.
Anyway.
And I can't even think. The album is, I mean, come on. There's so many things that you have, put into the album. You look at tracks like Louder, and you think that's, it's all going to be a club album. I really listened to it, and it was really in depth as far as, you had some R&B tracks, the remake of Stand By Me, some Lenny Kravitz, wrapped up in there. Very, very good taste.
Thank you. Man. Thank you. The album he's referring to is Premium Songs from the Love Shack Volume 1, Volume 2 and 3 to come. And thank you for that. I really appreciate your acknowledgement of the project, because it was a source of kind of nervousness, because people are anticipating a really heavy electro infusion on a record coming from me, considering all the work I've done with David and in the electro community. But this was a chance to show off. I mean, I hadn't done a solo album in years. I mean, the last solo album I released was in gospel way back in '95. So, and people were, of course, familiar with all the work I did with David in the electro side, but there were these really great records that came out from writing to other tracks that were, had more of an urban feel. And so this was my way of paying homage to all those different styles, urban and pop and soul, because, I grew up listening to Stevie Wonder and Donny Hathaway and all these really great singers. So to be able to sample a little bit of that on this album was a really great thing. So I hope people like it.
It was a very good blend. I always look at artists and I don't always want to hear one style of music when I'm listening to an album. Something, you can always put out, in which you have put out multiple with Too Much in Love. All the remixes and everything. Yes, a lot of remixes, and all of them are.
Some have said there are too many remixes, but
it means there's something for everybody.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun putting it together. I mean, we got a lot of love from the DJ community on remixes. So hopefully there's a flavor that everybody can take deep into.
So very cool. Well, thank you, man.
Thank you.
Giving us your time and coming here. Very gracious, man. Chris Willis, everybody.
Thank you. The pleasure is mine.
All right.
walking by like a perfect superstar, caught me off guard, didn't know what to say. Cause the last time you took my breath away, I said that if I ever see you again, that I wouldn't let you pass me by, because I want you to remember this moment in time. Cause I'm gonna make you mine, gonna make you mine. Is there anybody in love tonight? Anybody wanna tell me when it feels just right? Oh, I think I found the one tonight. Give me more than just a touch, cause I'm just too much in love. I'm just too much. I'm just too much in love. I think I found the one tonight. Give me more than just a touch, cause I'm just too much in love. Yeah, I am all the man that you say you want. So tell me why you run game, messing with my heart, when you know that I can play that part. I said that if I ever see you again, that I wouldn't let you pass me by. And I just want you to remember this moment in time, cause I'm gonna make you mine, gonna make you mine. Is there anybody in love tonight? Anybody wanna tell me when it feels just right? Oh, I think I found the one tonight. Give me more than just a touch, cause I'm just too much in love. I'm just too much. I'm just too much in love. I think I found the one tonight. Give me more than just a touch, cause I'm just too much in love. I'm just too much in love. I find it out the way I said I think I find it out the way I think I find it out the way I think I find it out the way. Is there anybody in love tonight? Anybody wanna tell me when it feels just right? Oh, I think I found the one tonight. Give me more than just a touch, cause I'm just too much in love. I'm just too much. I'm just too much in love. I think I found the one tonight. Give me more than just a touch, cause I'm just too much in love.
What are we supposed to do after all that we've been through, when everything that felt so bright is wrong, my darling?